So we say Core Voice is a story-led marketing and brand consultancy for tech startups. But what do we mean by story-led?
Before that, we should share some backstory. So in 2010, I learned storytelling and built a business around it, a B2B business. I was selling to hundreds of schools, and I personally did over maybe 1,000, 2,000 hours of classroom storytelling. And around this time, you were also experimenting with a different kind of storytelling.
Yeah, after 4 years of strategy consulting, I took a year-long break to experiment with wedding photography, and that happened to be a decade-long experiment. I think I was always good at expressing things visually, but running Shadigrapher taught me a lot about running your freelance business, building a brand, doing marketing, sales, SEO, getting repeat customers.
Repeat customers for weddings.
I mean, referral customers. Some of them did repeat, but it's okay. But hey, I did start something else. My short documentary film making brand 3-minute stories, where I did start getting repeat customers. And I think yours was probably one of the first few stories that I shot. Did that help you guys?
Yes, for Book Lovers program. We went from 5 schools to 40 on the back of that video. And not just that, after I left that business, I joined Invention Labs as head of marketing, and I called you. And then I called you again in ChargeBee and in Hyperverge and in Freedom. And we did some good work together.
And I think the reason the two of us could collaborate so well together was because I was a strategic consultant and filmmaker, and you yourself were a startup guy and a storyteller and marketer. Anyway, I think we still haven't answered what story-led is.
Let's talk about the pandemic first.
Yeah, I got hospitalized in COVID, and that really sucked.
And I had to sell my company. I mean, it was financially fine. It was good, in fact. But yeah, I wish I didn't have to. And then I got overworked and I broke my back. I was so lost.
If I think about it, COVID was also bad for me from a business perspective, because as a filmmaker, how do you make films when you don't get to travel?
Yeah, that's when we started thinking about working together. Core Voice was initially a 2-people consulting with you and me, filmmaking, marketing, storytelling. It was about us finding our core voice.
Yeah, and then that first inbound, which was for a short documentary film, and we together convinced them that let's do the whole brand and marketing strategy for them, and we did a fabulous job. And I think that's how pretty much Core Voice started. And in 15 months we grew from the 2 of us to a 15-people team. And I do believe that most of these guys who have joined us since then are sort of people like us who want to operate somewhere at the intersection of strategy and creativity. Hey, we still haven't spoken about what story-led marketing is.
We didn't tell, but we showed. This is our origin story. And now when the audience sees our decks or our websites, they have our story in their mind. And this is what story-led marketing is. And it's critical because people buy into stories as much as they buy into features and benefits.
So that's who we are, what we do. We are Core Voice. We are a story-led marketing and brand consultancy for tech startups. Ping us and let's see if we can be of help to you. Did we cover everything?
I think so. Did we say tech?
I think, did we forget IIT mentioning that?
I think so. We went to IIT 2003 to 8.
Hey, how do you know when someone went to an IIT?
I don't know.
They tell it.
Bye.